Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all well. Welcome to the Citizen channel, and today we have one of our regular features, the 2021 match programme watch episode, where we're going to have a look at this one. There, obviously it's there in the background, Cheltenham Town in the FA Cup on the 23rd of January. At the moment, this guy is leading the charge. I rate all the programmes, obviously all the teams are playing. And that's going to take some beating, Sheffield United. So we're going to have a look at this one today, see if that has a chance. I mean, the only two teams I know at the moment not producing a hard copy match day programme are Manchester City, of course, who produce our digital, but also Burnley, I believe, are not. I've read recently, not producing one as well. So a great shame, but it doesn't stop us having a look at what we get here with these programmes from the other teams and what's in them and what sort of stuff they're doing on City. So please join me today as we have a look at the Cheltenham Town FA Cup programme against Manchester City. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notification so you know these vlogs are coming out. Check the playlist, there's lots of City stuff, past and present, and in between, quizzes, lots of different things. And you'll also see some stuff on my film and TV channel as well. So if you've any interest, if you've not, there's loads of football stuff, don't worry about it. But if you have any interest in films and TV, I do reviews, information, vlogs, lots of different things on there as well. So please check that out if you get a chance. And there'll be a couple of links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter for followers and friends. So if you check me out on there, I do check every 2 or 3 days and follow and friend everyone back on there. Right, let's have a look at this then. Yeah, an interesting wasn't it? Because it's in aid of Fair Share, of course, end child food poverty. And the reason why I got Oasis on the front, obviously it was done together with Kevin Cummings, of course, the very famous City fan photographer who actually sort of put this together. I was a bit surprised actually, there's nothing inside with Kevin. I thought there's going to be some stuff inside with Kevin Cummings as well, but it's literally just the front cover. There are some City images, he may have contributed those as well, but obviously I thought there was going to be a little bit more a feature perhaps on Kevin Cummings inside, obviously, but so that was a bit odd, but yeah, it's for a good cause. So it did cost £5, as I said, but obviously half the profits go towards this Fair Share charity organisation. So very, very worthwhile. And these are available from the club shop at Cheltenham. So if you do want to get one of these after the event, I'm not sure when you're watching this. This is recorded just at the end of January, but obviously I'm fairly sure they'll still have copies there. And you buy one, you can contribute obviously to the charity as well. Fantastic. So we have a quick flick through, don't we? 64 pages, quite flimsy. Paper's quite flimsy. It's stapled, which is nice in a way, because obviously if you've got a poster and you want the poster up on your wall, you can very carefully undo the staples, very carefully, or don't just rip it out, you know, just very carefully, and then put it on your wall, can't you? So yeah, it's I do like the staple. I think United have a staple one. There's not many do it these days with a staple. But it also means, because it's 64 pages, it's quite small. It's a bit, it's a bit flimsy. It's a bit flimsy. A quick flick through as well. Layout-wise, quite old-fashioned. Nothing very modern about the layout, and it's just very basic program. Which, you know, it is a low. No offence. I mean, City don't produce the greatest match magazine when we do it. So yeah, but this is just a little bit old-fashioned. But it doesn't matter, does it? As long as the content's good. So yeah, just having a look through the content now. Obviously, you're obviously going to get your introductions. And they did said, I mean, this is it. They said, obviously they commented on the fact it was a dream tie at the worst possible time. I mean, if they could have had this when they had fans in the ground, it would have been fantastic. So they did comment in the programme it was a dream tie, but obviously at the worst possible time, which it is obviously with this COVID thing. As introduction, in charge Michael Duff, of course, will have his little section in it, onto the Altrincham man. Altrincham? I've said Altrincham because he said he's got red, black and white. I just said Altrincham. I live in Altrincham, so that's probably why it was on my mind. Cheltenham Town. There's a piece from Andy Wilcox explaining about finances, etc. Then they got little summaries of the games they've already played. There's 3 of those, obviously, because this is the 4th round, FA Cup round 1. 2 and 3. An interview with Matty Blair. So obviously, there you go. They weren't all right, weren't they? Weren't not some nice quality, weren't they? They tried to play a bit of football, Cheltenham, as well, which was nice. They did recollecting the FA Cup journey. So the 2nd round and the 1st round, 2nd round and 3rd round. There's a lot of ads in this. Yeah, it's ads add up to 20 pages out of 64, so that's 31%. That is very, very high. Possibly because of the lower league clubs, they need more sponsors, more adverts, don't they? So yeah, that is on the high side. I don't think any Premier team has that many amount of advertisements and promos, sponsorship promos, that sort of thing. But then again, perhaps they perhaps don't need it as much as these smaller clubs. And then the first great thing, obviously Steve Book, the Cheltenham Town goalkeeping coach, is obviously his uncle's wonderful skip Tony Book, of course, and there's a great feature obviously on Tony Book with Steve Book talking about him, memories of going to his nan's house and seeing pictures of Tony Book on the wall with the trophies, etc. So that's absolutely fantastic. That's a great thing. And there's an image in here as well that I may have seen elsewhere, but it was nice to see. I certainly don't remember it recently. A fantastic image. I've seen the 2010-11 winners we've seen before, but there's also an image of the obviously the 1956 one there. I've never seen that image. I might have seen it and forgotten it, but it is quite a rare image. That's a great image. So there's a good little piece there by Dave Peacey then, obviously on Tony Book and Manchester City in general, which was fantastic. Six pages there of that. And then there are players who've not played for City's first team, but perhaps have played for the reserves or the A team and moved to Cheltenham as well. So there's I think there's 6 they've listed later on in this programme. But they concentrate the first one, like going back in history. It's at goalkeeper Bill Gourley, who was apparently understudy to Mr. Bert Troutman for a year or two, about a season and a half, and he ended up playing quite a lot of games for Cheltenham Town. So that was a nice touch, nice to read about. There's a feature on Alfie May, and obviously, as I said, you've got your thing to stick on the wall as well for Alfie May. I don't think there's anything kiddie, children-wise. There's also like quizzes for kids or anything like that, I don't think, which is a great shame. And obviously you get just a rundown of what it means to Cheltenham to be in the 4th round and what they're going to do in the 4th round, etc. And then your bit on Manchester City, and again another disappointment. 1 or 2 clubs, I don't know. I have no idea why. I mean, I think someone mentioned it as well on the internet. I'm not sure. I think it may have been King of the Kippax. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's a bit of a gripe with me as well, and a gripe with Dave Wallace that you look at the club honours that they do on the City thing, and yet there's no Cup Winners' Cup. I mean, you're talking the second major European trophy at the time. I mean, it can't be ignored that, and yet these, all right, yeah, perhaps, I'm sure if they were playing another team like Liverpool, are you telling me they wouldn't put the European Cups on there? I mean, it's just, if it's clubs honours in England, then fair enough. But I mean, these clubs aren't doing that. They're just literally sort of expunging it from history, aren't they? It is annoying because the Premier teams have done it to us as well. At least another programme or 2 this season I've looked through, and they've missed that out, the Cup Winners' Cup programme. So yeah, there's 4 pages on City stuff, little pen pictures, nothing fantastic on that. Then you get your commercial corner, of course, and little ads. And then you get your Robin scrapbook, and as I said, there was interesting, I'll just read something out on this one, but it shows like, I think 6 players that had a link with Cheltenham and City. But interestingly enough, I didn't know about this. I didn't find this out. I probably didn't look far enough or deep enough. But there was a previous meeting. It was the only previous meeting took place on the 2nd of August 1994. A match that doubled as a pre-season friendly and a testimonial for Cheltenham Town player Steve Brooks. Now I do have actual scrapbooks from 1994, so I'm going to have a look through, because I say I've just looked at this programme before I did this review today, and I should have a little mention in one of my scrapbooks of this pre-season friendly. I'll have to have a look, because I certainly missed out on that. I missed that because my scrapbooks are not sort of listed in I have a little diary of stuff and important dates, and I've not got to my scrapbooks yet. I'm still logging stuff from programmes from the 80s, so I mean, I'm way behind. So I'll have a look for that anyway. Yeah, so anyway, a testimonial for Cheltenham Town player Steve Brooks, the long-serving midfielder, been forced to retire through injury 2 years earlier, having scored 55 in 312 appearances. Manchester City 11 kindly agreed to fulfil the fixture, and they wasted no time in taking control of the contest with a goal from Carl Griffiths within the first minute. Griffiths scored again on 33 minutes, but Cheltenham fought back in the second half with a Jimmy Smith penalty on the hour mark and a Simon Cooper goal 8 minutes from time. Brooks made a cameo appearance for the closing stage, but City claimed victory, aren't we mean, with a last-minute winner from Michael Brown. There you go. So a game against Cheltenham. I'm trying to say I just didn't have the information on that. I'm sure people with a lot more memories and a lot more stuff have got that sort of information. And obviously, sorry about that, but at least we got it now, haven't we? Which is fantastic. Thanks to Cheltenham Town. And yeah, we get to the end of the thing. Obviously, the fixtures, what they've done, who they've beat, and obviously they're in the playoff position, aren't they, at the moment in their league? They're at 6 in the moment in the Sky Bet League 2. So they've got a good chance. And obviously the team's on the back there. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, as I say, it was a nice touch for the Tony Book thing, and it was a nice touch on those couple of history FA Cup pictures of City 56 and 2010-11. Was it 2010-11? Yeah, because it was 11-12 we won the league for the first time, wasn't it? So I always forget what it is. But so it was okay, and as I say, I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't expand on this front cover with Kevin Cummings. I thought it was going to be a bit more. So it's okay, as I said. It's some of the print's quite hard to read. It's quite small and it's sort of grey on, on different colours. It doesn't sort of come out too well half the time, but it's an okay. I mean, it is what it is, and as I say, it's all for charity. So so profits for charity. So what more can we ask, really? So 50% for charity, 50% for Cheltenham with any profit, which is fair enough. They need the money, don't they? And when we had these virtual tickets, but we had the programme. So I don't think it's going to worry Sheffield United, obviously, but it's not a bad little programme. As I say, get onto the club shop and see if you can get older copies now. As I said, I'm not sure what availability or how many they printed of these things, but yeah, do that. So yeah, my scores, yeah, but it's nowhere near Sheffield United. But it's not the worst. It's certainly not the worst. I mean, we've got Everton holding up. If you look at the table there, we've got Everton holding up the thing. But yeah, you see, I've snuck it into 9th place. So I've snuck it into the top 10 at 6.5 out of 10. So it's ahead of the United League programme and the Southampton and Everton programme. So I snuck it into the top 10. So that's not bad. It's all right. Out of 12. It's not great, is it? But yeah, I snuck it into 9th place. So I'll say it wasn't fantastic. But yeah, I say there's a couple of nice bits. And say I can never, I can't quite forgive them for not putting the European Cup Winners' Cup on the honours list, but hey, there you go. So Sheffield United are still, if you look at the table, way out in top from West Ham United, Arsenal, Chelsea and Wolves all following in behind. So, and yeah, I'm not sure what, I think the next one I'll be doing is, by the looks of it, and obviously it would have been and gone by now, so you'll either be miserable or chuffed, but obviously this is before the Burnley away game, which there won't be a programme, I don't think, I've been told, and the next one after that is Liverpool away, so that'll be the next one we look at on this match day programme watch, and obviously by the time I do that I'll also know how we went on, so join me for that anyway. That'll be fantastic. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please, all your comments are welcome. If you're a big programme collector yourself, just let me know any thoughts and things, any sort of memories you've got. That'd be fantastic. What we're going to do with this day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your family. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet again here on the Citizen channel, or perhaps you flit across to my film and TV channel. Have a look at there. Whatever it is, all I can ever say to everybody there is please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.